Alright. So yeah, just a note for anybody who watches this after streaming or on YouTube. Sazarac, aka Langers, is not here because they are being summoned to give chicken to the masses. That yeah. So no Langers today because chicken.
Chicken is good.
And with that, I'm officially ready to die. For some reason, a throat sweet snuck itself into my dice. I don't think I'm rolling anything with that.
It's just
One
a
can hope.
D2.
Put in Kraken. Just get Kraken to roll a character real quick. He could be the guard. I want chicken. We'll get you chicken, llama. Get chicken. It's nice chicken too.
Alright.
Because he works
I
for
have
Nando's.
A lot of notes for this session, so
yeah?
it'll be a lot of me looking here and then looking down here.
That's
I had to,
fine.
dig out a bunch of boxes to create a
I
table.
forgot the command.
'Cause
Hey,
I don't have enough
Nacho!
space in my desk.
Right, I'm going to put the command on, and then I'm officially all good.
Okay.
There we
I'm
go,
gonna
we're all
be
good.
Zen or I'm gonna die.
Cool.
Why am I complaining about being too
Right, I'm
hot? I've
going
got
to grab a
fan
drink, tap
right
PC on,
here.
and do my raid. No problem at all, Miku! Llama, we'll create a GoFundMe to get you chicken. Right. Welcome.
Fuck you for cooking.
Commands. There we go. All the commands. Done the thing. There you go, have that. Thank you for the drink check. Alright, I'm good. I'll shut up now.
Is everyone else ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
And I've got, yeah, everyone's nodding away. Awesome. Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, we're returning. The Soul Searchers, having accepted a task to hunt down and stop a large number of raids on the underwater city made by Drow raiders, have set out through the Underdark, once again rising out of the water and traveling through the labyrinthine tunnels for hours. Having destroyed one outpost, quietly having made sure that no one escaped, the one that did run having bled out in the tunnels, luckily. And continued on. God damn it. As they continued, a rather loud ruckus had emerged. In fact, several loud ruckuses were had, be it the newly armored individual having a stamping competition with Feng, or Galad and Saz shouting about the differences needed in length of rope across a chasm about 50 feet away from a drowned captain that was directly above them. Summoned the guardian of the cavern that they were in, a half-woman, half-spider creature that was defeated after several close encounters and several venoms and poisons being introduced to the party's systems. Requiring a break and time for rest, the Soul Searchers made the tactical choice to retreat, setting up camp in the old outpost they'd previously destroyed. Being one of the first places the Drow looked, and finding them relatively unawares, though Marle did their best to keep an eye out, their best was not enough. And after sparking aggression towards the one that they had held captive, the Soul Searchers were all awoken with a blade being plunged into their bodies. The ensuing fight has rendered most of the party unconscious, nearly claiming the life of both Sazarac and Nuki.
Yeah.
It was a good
As
day.
the rest of the party have found themselves on carts dragged along and unconscious bodies, or in heavy irons as Mamba and Marle watch. They feel the shaking of the cart against heavy stone as they traverse through this bioluminescent fungus forest and arrive at a vast black stone fortress. As the portcullis closes behind you, you see patrols, armored drow. Your carts themselves continue traveling down this main thoroughfare before stopping on a wooden platform. It is at this point that several of the drow come over to both Mamba and Marle with large black sacks that they forcefully cover your head with. Can you both make me perception checks at disadvantage?
That we can. Okay. Oh, okay, that's cool. Just ready to roll the same number twice. Which puts me at an 18.
18? 8. Mamba, the disorientation that you have, or from several of the slight battle scars and how wary you still are, having not rested, the disorientation makes it very hard for you to pick anything up once the bag goes over your head. Marle, you specifically feel a juddering in the cart, and you hear the rotation of chains. You quite quickly realize that you're on some kind of elevator.
Huh. This is real fancy.
You get a heavy over the back of your head. Silence!
God, you guys are miserable. Okay, fine, I'll shut up.
Followed by another crack to the back of the head. This is actually quite fun. Go on, talk again.
Like this?
Smack! Another one. Smack.
Yeah.
Marle, stop.
They started it.
Smack! Another one. This time, actually, you feel the flat of something heavy and iron. And you do take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. This is a thrilling game. Are we still playing? I think they gave up, don't you? Yeah, you're right. I think they did. They all learn eventually. It keeps going for a few minutes. Before the movement stops and the carts once again begin to roll. It doesn't take long before you begin to hear Marle. The sound of the wheels goes from that grinding over stone to a of wood, as if it's crossing several rows of wooden slats.
Interesting.
For the cart, once again, goes back to rock. And once again, catching on wooden slats. Before finally coming back to stone once more. You hear the sound of keys jangling. For you feel arms grab against your hands, grab against your arms. Mamba, now you feel this as well, as you're both forcefully lifted and dragged out of the cart. Your feet hit the floor, dragging at first before you can catch them yourself and keep walking. Until eventually you feel that weight let go and a force push you from behind. You crash down onto the floor as you very quickly, before the hood comes off, feel something pressing around your neck and then clicking. You can, as the hood comes off and is ripped over your head once more, you can now feel iron around your neck, similar to the iron manacles that you have held against your wrists. As your blurred vision begins to pick up this area, this cave that you're in, your dark vision doing its best. Mamba, you can see a little bit more in here, but from what you can see as your eyes adjust to the sudden movement are the unconscious forms of your comrades being pulled in as thick iron shackles are placed on their wrists as well, and then a heavy iron collar is locked around their necks. The one individual you do not see or in here is Saz, and you have yet to see Nuki, who was on a separate cart. Several of these armored drow begin to leave before one of them turns to look over his shoulder, grins. Get comfortable and enjoy your new home. We'll soon find a buyer for a lot of you.
Like you're gonna buy me dinner?
Before the door closes, and he just grins through the bars. Don't worry, we'll find you dinner.
I can't wait to see what you drow eat. Sad fish heads.
There's nothing but a chuckle beside the door, as you then hear the carts once again being drawn away from the door. You guys are still in manacles. All of your equipment is gone. For you, Galad, this does mean that you can still cast your spells, but you cannot change them. So whatever your spells are now, until you get your book back, are the only spells you can play.
Okay.
You guys look around and you can see the unconscious forms of your comrades, apart from Saz, who seems to be missing. Both Galad and Feng laying on the floor. As you look around, you also see 4 other individuals in this room. You see, not being able to see in colour, you do take a look across the room and you can see one gnome. Looks male. Everyone's in these ragtag introduction of Skyrim clothing. Like Haisyn sacks that have been carved up into t-shirts and very loose trousers. Everyone with their own metal collar and still in metal manacles. But you see this gnome, he just hiding in the corner, seems a bit reluctant to approach. You see a human as well, a male human, quite sort of salt and pepper beard, almost like soot-ridden silver hair, quite short cut. But you can see that he's clearly been down here for a little bit time, and it's started to grow out wildly, and it's not even. He's not had trim for a while. You can see him listening more than anything, and it's quite quick to you guys that he cannot see down at all. You also see 2 elves that are on opposite sides of the room. One of them has sort of you can't actually see color. So one of them has exceedingly long hair, and you can see in grayscale this hair is really dark, and you can sort of see these sort of very thin, graceful features. Very, although graceful, still masculine. You can see that under their clothing there is the sign of muscle. However, there is this sort of look of chivalry in their eyes. The other is exceptionally thin, to the point of malnourishment. Their hair is fairly short, and it looks, because you can see in black and white, this hair looks almost white. It is so pale. But they are female, and they look very malnourished. This is where you find yourselves, the two of you that are conscious.
Are all of us in the same cell? As in, like,
Yes,
Feng and...
you are in almost like one communal cell. One thing I will point out is that there are about 10 clay pots around the room. Who's got the highest perceptions?
Are they pea pots?
14.
That's what I was just thinking.
Marle, you do distinctly smell excrement coming from the closest one.
You took a shit!
There appear to be no beds in here.
Nice.
There is a large-ish mushroom growing, or it seems to be growing out of one of the corners. It's quite a wide stem though, and sort of like the hood of the mushroom barely comes out from the stalk itself. It's about 2.5 feet tall.
That's a big ass mushroom.
And it seems to be like growing out of the floor in one of the corners. It doesn't look like any of the prisoners have touched it. That is what you see in the room.
Cool. Well, this is lovely. Hi, people in the cell. I hope you're well. I like it here already. I can smell shit, and they put me in manacles, which is fucking amazing. Not that they're itchy at all.
Join the club. You hear the human speaking up. Oh, they like to do that to us. Leave us in these all day. Try not to struggle too much. The metal cuts into your skin.
Yeah, it does. What did you
It's a
do?
lot harder for you to work when they get you out of the cell.
Work? They want us to work?
Hard labor, if you want to eat.
I am not a hard labor person. What the hell? Okay.
Well, you best hope that one of us picks up the slack. Your friends alright? Or are they dead?
They've seen better days, but yeah. Mamba, should we help them? If we can. I'm gonna walk over to Galad and lay on hands 10 hit points.
Okay. As you cast Lay on Hands, it's not a spell, is it? So
no.
It's just an ability.
Yeah.
You do funnel healing energy into Galad. Galad, you do suddenly wake to consciousness with 10 hit points.
What was that? Not reset. That's weird. Okay.
The healing is doing its job, but you are noticing that where your Lay on Hands has previously stitched over wounds and re-knitted the skin together, Galad's wound from where they were stabbed doesn't close as much as it should.
Can I inspect the wound?
Yeah, make me a medicine check.
Can I ask these?
Nobody heard you, Betty.
Can I ask these?
Can you assist? Yes, you can. Yeah. Are you proficient in medicine?
Nope.
No. In this instance, I'm going to say no, you can't assist.
Okay, I got a 12.
You got a 12?
Yeah.
The wound looks relatively clean. It looks like the healing has started helping to knit it together. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with this wound. Which brings you to the assumption that there is instead something wrong with the ability to heal.
That makes sense, okay. Mamba, do you want to get Feng?
Yeah. I'm gonna use Suzdin.
You go over to Feng, and as you cast Cure Wounds, the spell begins to take effect before the iron around your neck burns with an exceptional intensity. You take 4 points of fire damage as the spell fails.
Okay, guess I'll get Feng.
Huh.
Yeah, please.
Could I do the same thing to Feng?
Have you got 10 more points of Lay on Hands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think so.
you go over to Feng. Again, you see the Lay on Hands work. Feng, you are restored to 10 hit points, but the cuts on your body do not knit together properly.
Okay, so today we learnt we can't use magic or the collar will burn us. This is getting better all the time.
Am I blind?
You cannot see in darkness, can you? You cannot see shit.
Hello?
Hi! Welcome to the world.
I can't. I don't know where you are.
I'm by the ship bucket.
Where's that?
You give it a quick sniff. It's somewhere to your left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You hear the very thin elf begin to speak. Yes, we haven't quite managed to work out how to remove the collars, and whilst we're wearing them, any attempt to cast a spell, well, you can see the effect.
Well, my healing magic worked.
Is it divine?
Yeah.
Well, there you go then.
So everybody pray to your gods, and then we'll blow up the cell.
Yeah, we've tried that one.
That went so well for us last time.
True. We should probably just stop blowing things up altogether, really, shouldn't we?
Feng's gonna try and just break his manacle off.
Make me a strength check at disadvantage.
Cool. Yeah, that's not happening. Just strength, yeah?
Mhm.
That is an 8.
Nice.
8. No, you attempt to break these manacles off, and you feel, as you do, the inside rim, or the inside corners of these manacles, have been sharpened. And as you try and pull, you take 2 points of slashing damage.
Damn. That sucks.
So I guess we can't do that either. I'm addressing this to everybody else in the cell. What did you guys do to piss off these people?
Existed. We simply wandered in here and got caught. The human at this point speaks out as well, and yeah, myself and Breela here. We came down looking for treasure. Didn't quite realise we were walking into a drow encampment. These are slavers. They're not known for hospitality. Wrong place, wrong time. No real crime.
I like to try and discern whether I know, or should say recognize, either of the elves.
Make me a history check. See if you can remember any of the world here.
$18.
18. You know quite a lot about elves. Being able to see their shape, but not their color, is very detrimental right now. You can't see the shade of their skin, any details of their eyes. They have no distinguishing features that would mark them as a specific type of elf. At least none that you've seen so far.
But
I wonder where they put Saz.
and
Where's
Nuki.
Nuki?
And Nuki, what the heck? This is odd. And I don't like it here. Obviously. I don't think anyone could like it here.
At this point, the gnome in the corner begins waddling over and... I don't know what you're talking about. I quite like it in here.
Why?
Oh, you know, they pay so much attention to us. They feed us. They let us know when we've been wrong. What else would you want? It's the perfect relationship.
Are you okay?
No, not really. Wrong.
Yeah, I figured.
Eladrin,
You don't seem like you're all there, babe.
Well, I've been better. You said you were missing some friends.
Yeah.
They, didn't try and start a fight on the way down, did they?
No, that was me.
Oh, you're the lucky one. My brother went and started a big old ruckus. They pushed him off the cliff.
Oh.
Yep, that was it. Feeding time. Poof. Down he went. Wrapped right up and drained straight out.
Huh. That's a lot to take in.
They didn't even use the waterfall.
Those bitches. So, I guess the prudent question is, how the fuck do we get out?
Well, you could always murder an inmate. That would open the door pretty quick. Although, you'd have to use your bare hands. At this point, you see the male elf just sort of pick up a rock and just throw it at the gnome. Shut it!
Oof!
Be no more talk of murdering each other. We stick together in here. It's the only way we're gonna get out. You're all new. You look pretty battered. I do suggest that for now you just gather yourself. Try and rest. You'll get food in the morning. Same shitty broth as always, but it's something. If you're desperate for light, I'm not willing to use my ability, but I think we've managed to scrounge a pair of candles. As long as you hide it, get a bit of light.
Okay.
Got a spare shirt we could cover the window with. It's not much.
Yeah. I love this.
What are your names?
What's
Marle.
your name?
Marle, pleasure. It's equal sharing around here. My name's Tavith.
Tavith. Nice to meet you, Tavith.
The short one's Zimlin.
Zimlin.
The old man over there, although he is the youngest of us, it's Davian.
Davian.
And that one's Brila.
Brila. What about the gnome?
The short one. This is when he says the short one, he points. Calls him Zim.
Cool. Zimlin the gnome.
He points to the human, which is Davian, and to the malnourished elf. Doesn't seem to be very happy that he's talking at all. As Brila.
Hi, I'm Galadesis. Feels like we're at an AA meeting.
Artificers Anonymous?
I had a friend who went there.
Good guild. They make
Yeah.
a lot of shit.
Good guild.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be crying for a while because I don't have my familiar with me. She's currently locked in a hotel in an underground lake. And I miss her dearly, and I'm starting to break down without having her near me.
That
Well.
sucks, Galad.
Be thankful. Pets don't do well down. If they can't work, they find alternative purpose.
You mean?
They either are sold quicker, or if they've got enough meat on them,
Guys, do you know where we are in
I'm gonna get out of
relative
here.
to where we were?
you're in the Underdark. This is a forward outpost. So, like a drop-off point for raids. They gather slaves before rounding us up and shipping us out to the city.
Are we in the fortress?
Under it, to be precise.
Shipping us out to what city?
The Twilight City.
A dark elf city, I assume.
Drow Empire.
Shitty
What kind
empire.
What kind of the work do they make? Will do.
They make people do.
Beef.
What? Mining, lifting, shifting rock, collecting barrels of water, cleaning the pits. Sometimes they're cruel. They'll just give you a hand brush and tell you to sweep the cave until it's clean. You take turns getting rid of the stored pots. It's not pleasant, but you'll all chip in.
Has anyone ever successfully escaped?
Someone's tried. A pair of them thought that they could get out if they could exit to get to the guard barracks. They might be able to find a key to remove the collar, and then their friend would be able to teleport them away.
Pretty good
Didn't
plan.
go-
Didn't go well because they got overran.
They did their best. From what we could see out the window, they managed to make it as far as the guard post. And that was it. Guard swamp. They went down fighting though. Put up such a fuss that the guards couldn't even knock them out. Had to resort to lethal means. That's saying something.
Yeah, that's good going.
Something you need to know. These guards, they'll try and stop you as best as they can, but killing you is not on their agenda. Not unless you really scorn.
That's good to know.
You're worth more as slaves.
Yeah. I think I agree with Feng. We need to get out of here.
Don't we?
You said that Zimlin said the way to get out of the cell is by killing an inmate, right? I'm not saying kill an inmate, because I know you threw a rock at him for saying that, but What if we pretended to kill an inmate? Would
Might
that
the
get their
door
attention? And then we, you know, mug the guy that comes in, because there's probably going to be, what, 1 or 2 guards that come down?
Usually 2, but they're very well armored, very well trained, and it's very hard to fight them.
Do you think you could, Feng?
Think I could do what?
Fight the guards?
Yeah.
Bash
I
him in
could
the head or
probably-
something?
I don't know if I'd win, but I could fight him.
Remember, he can't see down here.
Yeah.
That's true, but like, what if one of us pretended to die, let out a god-awful scream? I have a feeling Zimlin can let out a pretty great scream.
What are you trying to say?
You have a very shrill voice, sir.
I can't help it.
It's a good thing. You're helpful in this situation, and plus, yeah. So we could get you to scream, pretend that you've been killed, and then we mug the guards. Obviously,
If I was pretending to be dead, why would I be screaming?
because that's the last thing you do before you die.
You can't talk when you're dead.
Well, you scream, and then we make a big bang to make it sound like you fell, and then
With what?
a load of rocks or something.
Yeah, you could try. There's not a lot of loose stuff in here, though.
True.
Unless
Feng
you're
only has to
willing
stomp the
to.
ground.
Sorry, Galad?
Feng only has to stomp the ground.
Exactly. We can just all stomp together or something, and then boom, sounds like a body falling down.
Well, we can give it a go.
Yeah.
Now?
No, not now. We need to rest. Everyone needs
Alright.
to rest. We should
Alright.
eat something, maybe, and then do it after that, because yeah, fuck being in here.
Okay. Well, I'll scream my ass off tomorrow.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
see how it goes.
Unless anybody has a better idea, obviously. I am open to options.
Hear the malnourished elf speak up at this point. I don't think I'm down with this plan.
How come?
Well, you're welcome to try and mug those guards. But if it goes wrong, I don't want to be the one that gets beaten.
Fair point. You've been here longer than me. But if like it's successful, are you coming? Because, you know, you're kin, so.
Yeah, you guys would know the underground area better than we would. Be invaluable as guides.
Yeah.
Well, if I see you make it as far as the guard barracks, I'll join you.
I feel like you leaving later will just put you in worse danger, but yeah. It's entirely up to you. It's your life.
The last 2 people to make an escape attempt were cut to ribbons.
What would you prefer?
What more do we have to lose right now?
That's exactly my point. You're living life as a slaver, or you get to die admirably.
If you make it to the barracks, I'll join.
Okay. That's fine. I understand your reservations.
Just we need another stubborn one.
It's fine. We'll make it. There's plenty of us, and we're all pretty great.
You also hear the human speak up.
Okay.
I'm also not going to join you unless you make it to the guard barracks. I'm willing to fight, but only if I can see when I do so.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I need to see.
Yeah, we'll get
That's
around
quite-
that somehow.
We need to figure that out.
Hmm.
We've got 2 candles, though they'll only stay lit for so long.
So what's the score when they make us what?
They'll take you out of the cell. Normally only in pairs. You'll either head to the waterfall or give you a pick to dig the mine. Or they'll just give you a meaningless task because they like being cool. Be careful of the cliff. You don't want to fall. If you're lucky, you'll miss the webbing. At the same time, if you miss the webbing, it's a long way down.
Well, we did kill who was possibly their queen already.
We did.
Half spider, half elf.
Yeah.
Oh, you found a droider.
Yeah, we did. Galad punched it to death.
That's impressive, though. I do doubt it was the queen of the Twilight Empire.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, was she bigger?
Well, I just don't think that they'd bother to leave their palace to come this far out.
Fair point.
No offense, but you guys don't look like capacity to contend with her and the Twilight Guard.
We're pretty freaking strong.
We can flee. I'd rather
I'm
flee
not.
in this case. I don't have.
Well,
We
if they
can't
visit,
cast spells.
that'd be a problem.
Galad, I've been meaning to ask you. You're Elven-born as well, right? Can you do that teleporting thing I can do? That's strange.
No, unfortunately not.
I thought every elf could. I'm gonna gesture the same question to the other elves. Can you do it?
No. What are you? Eladrin?
Yeah?
Well, there you go.
Oh,
Something about your connection to the wild.
Oh.
Something only seasoned-born can do.
Oh, I feel lucky. Cool.
So, might come in useful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If more of us could do it, then that would be nice, but... My mum led me to believe that every elf could do it. And I have word of her. Ugh.
Well, not us. Neither the Gnome bitch or me.
You might want to watch your tone about gnomes. My friend Mamba here is a gnome.
You hear the female elf speak up. There's a level of spite and venom in us. He didn't say no. He refers to me.
You're a noon.
Gnome bitch, he calls me.
The hell does that mean?
Typical of a souling. I'm a
This...
gnomeling.
What does that mean?
You must be from the dragon's body. To you, I would be a moon elf. That man over there is a sun, a souling.
Ah,
Interesting, I'm a wood elf.
Yes.
and you don't like each other because the sun and the moon are different? This makes zero sense to me.
I don't like him because his people declared war on mine and slaughtered village after village. Well, my people didn't declare it.
Well-
Yours fought first. That outpost had no one in arms.
No offense, but if there was ever a time to put aside your differences, it would be while you're trapped in the cell, and you look like you've been here a long time. Maybe it's time to let go.
I still echo to see if I recognize them.
I'm sorry, I can barely understand what you're saying there, Letty. Like the microphone, actually.
If I can make any kind of check investigation and see if I recognize someone.
You're trying to recognize either of them. Just...
I mean, it was if I have right, but it was something about moon and sun and a war.
Cool. I can still barely hear you for some reason, but I am understanding what you're saying. You make me a religion check.
Six.
You haven't really heard of Sun and Moon Elves before. You know that there's like talk in the big cities about them, especially amongst merchants. And you know a little bit about the sun and the moon and how some of the old stories about how they are both dragons that are siblings and take it in turn trying to wake up the world dragon. That's all you really remember.
Okay.
What time is it?
So,
Roughly. Do we know?
You have no idea.
I think it's about 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably 1 o'clock.
At night?
I asked them if they
we-
know.
You ask them.
If they know what time it is.
Davian speaks up. No. Even when we went into the Underdark, it was hard the moment we started to keep track of time. After being knocked unconscious and captured, it's gone. We can sort of track the days, though, judging by the time they feed us. About 6 hours away from mealtime.
Am I gonna have to work blind?
So you might get lucky. Sometimes they give me a torch, or at least one of them holds it.
Oh, so they're with you all the time?
You're always under watch. The moment you leave this cell.
Do they watch you, like, watch you, or are they sort of there doing a job but not really watching you?
I'm not sure on that. Well, sometimes they get a bit bored. And in that moment, if you're paying real close attention, you might get a little bit of leeway.
Okay.
Do you happen to know where they took our things?
Good question.
Well, we've always assumed, and by this I am meaning assumed, it's in the guard barracks.
Is there anywhere else it could be?
Well, if you had something exciting, the priestess might have taken it, in which case it'd be in her shrine.
Lovely.
Some toys for them to use, I don't know.
Did we have anything exciting that a priestess would take? I don't think we did we? I didn't.
My staff.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay.
And that skull medallion I was wearing around my neck.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go and see the priestess, aren't we? This is amazing.
Oh, you don't want to see her? Yeah, that's right. You do not want to see her.
We don't, but Sorry, Galad, carry on.
I'm gonna say I think we might have to go without retrieving our stuff.
Yeah, that isn't happening.
I need to
Yeah,
find
thanks.
Yuki.
Yeah. Nuki
That's
is
way
like
more important.
top priority is Nuki.
Well, let's hope this plan of yours works then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll help you. I will too. It'll be fun.
Thank you both. I hope the rest of
Nothing wrong
you
with it.
I hope the rest of you will join. I understand why you have reservations as to not, but the more we have on our side, the better this will go for everybody.
Well, like I say, if you can get a source of light for me, I will fight.
We'll try.
But I am useless whilst manacled and blind.
That's fine. I think,
I don't think I have anything else to ask. I'm gonna go lay down.
yeah. Let's all rest, and
Bush.
then we will try our best in the morning. We'll call it a morning, because, yeah.
About 6 hours' time, I'll come by with you.
Okay. We'll be ready.
Is everyone going to try and get some sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As you guys all try your best to settle down, with no beds, you find yourselves laying on hard stone. It's completely uneven. This is like a natural cave, and finding a spot to lay that is flat is incredibly difficult. Feng, you, without being able to see, cannot find anywhere comfortable at all. Mamba, with your size, you are the only person that can actually find a small area that is relatively comfortable. Everyone else always has some form of a rock jagging up either into the small of their back or by their neck. It's very difficult. However, one by one, you settle down and do your best to get some rest. As you go to sleep, both Marle and Galadesis, you sit down, begin your attempt to meditate. As you let everything else, like you normally do, wash away, with sounds fade out, trying to find that peace that is natural for your elven kind. Your heads begin to fill with whispers, wordless and chaotic. And it is impossible to meditate. Would either of you like to try and force the whispers away?
Yeah.
Can I just instead try and do a normal rest, not an elven rest?
You can. You can.
Yeah,
can.
I'm gonna-
You intend
I'm gonna do
instead
that.
try and sleep. Marle, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw?
18.
18. You do for this night manage to force the whispers out of your head, and you do manage to meditate this time. While doing okay.
Cool.
Looking around, you also notice that the other two elves have also given up meditating and are asleep. Which means you are conscious as everyone sleeps. You do watch as every now and again a silhouetted figure steps up to the barred window of the heavy doors to the entrance of this prison just to check in and around. There's a couple of hours pass. It seems those here have got a good sense of time, or at least timekeeping, as about 6 hours pass and you see once again a pair of individuals, this time coming up to the door, and you hear the clamoring of keys. However, this time a slat opens up in the door and you see a sort of handful of, looks like bowls being pushed through as the door is wrapped. Meal time! Collect! And they look like these are bowls that's just stacked together.
I can't see.
No. You guys are, those of you that are sleeping are still sort of drowsy state. It's been 6 hours. You are starting to come to. Marle, what would you like to do? Have you muted yourself?
Yes. I literally just said, no, I'm just thinking, and then I checked, and I was like, oh wait, muted. I have.
Oopsie.
So they're behind the bars. They've just put some meals through a stupid little cat flap.
It looks like someone has put their hand through this flap and is holding. It's about halfway up the door, and is holding a stacked set of bowls.
Yeah.
The way they're stacked, you can tell it's empty.
Oh.
As they're holding these bowls through the gate.
Just one of them.
A stack of them.
No, just one person.
Just one. You did see two silhouettes at the door.
Ah.
But it seems that only one person's hand is through the gate, through the flap.
Alright. I'll take a bowl and give everybody in the cell their bowls.
You go and take the stack.
Yeah.
Okay. You take the stack. The hand retracts through. For next that comes through, you see a bucket being handed through the gate, and then dropped.
Oh. Okay.
As you go to hand out these bowls, you turn around and you look as the bucket begins to fall. It crashes to the ground. Would you like to try and? Would anyone here that is now awake? Feng, you can't see this. Would anyone like to try and grab that as it falls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you both make me an initiative roll?
Eight.
8.
Mm-hmm.
24. Nice. Galad, you go and you are a little bit too slow as the bucket begins to drop and starts to tip. However, in that moment, you do watch as Mamba just catches it quickly, and you keep it upright, and you can see inside. It doesn't smell very nice, but there's a very distinct mushroomy scent. And looking inside, there seems to be some kind of mushroom broth. However, it's exceptionally watery, and it doesn't look the nicest or smell the nicest.
You really know how to treat a slave, don't you?
You don't get a reply through.
Oh, now you're not talking to me. I see.
As a second bucket is handed through. However, this time, before even being palmed off or dropped, you just hear a chuckle from the side of the door. Whoa, they'll learn eventually as they half of the contents of this bucket of water out onto the
Nice.
before writing it.
Wow. Can't have slaves if they don't have the energy to work.
Right, they don't. as the rest of this bucket is poured out onto the floor.
Oh, for God's sake.
What's going on?
They're pouring the water out because they're dickheads.
The bucket out. They'll learn. They'll learn.
You'll fucking learn.
This one's a fire. What do you reckon? 2 days? Yeah, I reckon 2 days.
2 days until we're out? Sounds amazing. See you later.
You'll be out.
Marle, please be quiet.
Fine. Sorry, I'm antsy. They're annoying. I don't like cages.
You'll feel you watch the slat of the door is closed again, and you hear another key lock. Enjoy your drink. Before you hear footsteps behind. As they begin away, you actually see as Rila scurries across the floor and immediately starts trying to slurp them.
Oh, wow.
What? Why would you do that? Some of us need this, you know.
I'm sorry. They're kind of working counterproductively.
You guys do manage to eat. Is anyone not eating?
I'll have that shitty cream of mushroom piss.
It is barely even cream of mushroom. This is almost like they've chopped up some of these wild mushrooms. There is a slight glow to them, you notice. There is a very, very faint glow to these. But it's almost like they've chopped these up and just thrown them in heated water.
Nice.
Nice. Amazing.
The rest of these prisoners do eat. Can everyone? Actually, no. This is going to be a passive perception thing. Galad, with your passive perception, you do spot out of the corner of your eye, because your passive perception is 15, and it's 14. You do spot that the mushroom has started leaning slightly towards the door.
Okay, Rivenbolt, bye-bye.
Not by much, but
Music will
Does it-
resume shortly.
Does it do that often? I asked the other prisoners.
does what do what?
You didn't notice the mushroom move towards the door.
Boots? Not really.
Oh.
At this point, the human speaks up. There's a mushroom in here?
Oh, that's right. You can't see in the dark, can you?
The only time I get to see anything is when I'm on work, Gito. So what's the plan then?
Well, we had a plan and then they ruined it.
How'd they ruin it?
Well, because they were supposed to come in.
We need to scout. We need to take a look at what's going on first.
I thought they were gonna come in when we pretended to kill someone. I don't think we have an option to scout on this one.
Yeah.
When we go out
I don't
for
even
work
think-
detail, we can try and scavenge stuff, items, rocks, ender
Yeah.
pits.
I need to focus on getting a light source. So maybe if we cut and keep some of these mushrooms.
You know you're asking us to cut rations that we've already barely get.
I'm not asking it of you guys. You've given enough. You've been here a lot longer than we have. I think we're strong enough to live off minimal rations for the next little while we try and figure out how the hell we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair to everyone?
I
You
agree.
said earlier about picking up the slack. Does that mean you get so much for how much work you do?
In general, some of us have grown weaker. Those that you're paired with tends to be more that if you pick up the slack of the other individual, you will stop them from taking a beating.
Oh.
God, this place is cool.
That's drow for you.
What time do they come
mean
out?
it.
Or how long after food?
It won't be long. So what you can to get some energy. If you've got any ideas or plan you want to talk about, now's the time to do it.
So,
I say we observe, let's watch. Let's see what we can scavenge.
yeah.
It'll be okay for a
We're
couple
not
days.
just gonna get out of here. Manacles for one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm inclined to agree after reflecting on it a bit.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's see what's going on. About.
I think we need more rest. Now that we've had food, maybe we can actually recover.
You do all now count as having a long rest.
Oh, don't.
Okay.
This music seems way too cheery.
I know.
We're all slaves! We're all gonna get beaten and starved.
I'm so glad we're slaves.
Celebrate good times, come on!
this is just what like Jodie's like having been left back in the city. It's
Yeah.
just like okay. Takes a little while. You guys are given time before once again the hatch opens up. As the hatch opens up, you do see as Tavith runs around and grabs all of the bowls and stacks them together and is standing by the door ready to give them back. At the moment, it does look like they have 9 bowls. And he is holding them very carefully. The hatch opens, a pair of hands come through, and he places the bowls in the hands, pulling it back. The door shuts and locks before you see torchlight approaching the door. This time you see a very feminine face looking through very rich purple skin, completely bleached white silver hair, long and flowing beyond their shoulders as they look inside. You two, our new arrivals, cousins. Come closer.
Sorry.
I want to see this color of your skin.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, was that to everyone? Or just the...
Whatever you think.
I'm gonna walk in a direction opposite from the voice. I don't know where I'm going, I'm blind.
You can see the torchlight at the door.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
I'll walk up.
Yeah,
So was that Galad and Marle and Feng? Sorry, did you say you were gonna walk?
no.
Okay.
Just stay there.
As you two both walk up, the torch is held a little bit closer, and you see this woman sort of take a good look at you. This one's dull, as they point in Galad's direction. But you?
Oh, thanks.
Remind me to shut this one up later. I hate being interrupted. You, however...
Interrupting how, sorry?
For me.
Love it.
I was going to say interesting. God, open the door. I think we should teach this one a lesson. The door, you hear the clamoring of keys. The torchlight walks back. As the door opens, you hear the heavy footsteps of armored guards entering. You guys watched. Feng, you can just about see this. You can see their silhouettes now with the light behind them of 4 armored guards entering.
Overkill.
And this woman that you see standing before you is in a very fine, sort of glistening white, silk-like dress. As she steps in, the other thing you do notice is that in her hand is a sort of leather-wrapped handle of a 6-tailed whip, of which on the end are large metal hooks. The rest of the prisoners in this cell have a look of absolute terror on their face, all apart from Tabith, who's, although not afraid, backs up along with the others. These guards immediately barge in. They haven't got their weapons drawn yet, but 2 of them immediately rush for you. Marle.
For me? Oh, for
For
Marle.
me.
Can I try and intervene if I see this? If I see them going for Marle, I'm just gonna push her out the way, and then step in her place. That makes sense?
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, you push Marle out the way and stand in the way. The guards immediately go to grab you.
Oh dear.
You see, as at first 2 of them, one on each arm, attempt to grab you. Would you like to resist, or are you going to let them grapple you?
I'm gonna resist a little bit.
A little bit. Make me an athletics check at disadvantage as you're in manacles. The other 2 guards, seeing you almost getting in the way in this sort of semi-aggressive action, actually do draw scimitars.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, you do your best to resist, but these 2 guards grab you by both the arms, almost bend them, like sort of push your shoulder back, before one of them puts a boot to the back of your knee and kicks you onto your knees. As this happens, is anyone else going to try and do anything at this point?
Yeah. I can help Marle.
Okay, you rush over and you rush over and you just sort of grab a hold of Marle. As the guards that have drawn their blades sort of fan out a little bit, and this woman steps forwards. There's a grin on her face. Companionship. Oh. This will be an even harsher lesson for you then, my dear. I don't like to be interrupted. Look what you have done to your friend. As one of the guards lifts up the back of Feng's shirt, and she raises the 6-tailed scourge.
Can I...
Oh.
That wasn't quick enough.
Ooh.
Do you know what the sucky thing about people like you is? You don't like having fair fights.
The whip once again raises. These you can see, and you can immediately smell the iron in the air as these metal hooks from the scourge drag gouges out of Feng's back. Once more it raises. Feng, can you make me a constitution saving throw?
Absolutely.
And then a 4.
On save. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 21.
You bite your teeth. You're a tough individual, but you do manage to stop yourself from even screaming in pain. The rest of you are watching, however. Feng is in pain. And then finally a 5th. Deep lines gouged and clawed into Feng's back. A sign of art. This is better than my last. Pity. All I wanted was to see. Roland, put them to work. It's one of the guards nods. Yes, my lady. Feng, you are picked up as those 2 guards immediately actually start dragging you out of it.
Okay.
As this other individual, one of the drow that's had his sword drawn, takes one quick glance around the room, points towards Breela, the moon elf.
Is that the one that was malnourished?
Yes. As she gets up tentatively and begins to walk to the guards step inside the doorway as they let her out, or stepping back, and they begin to close the door.
Did I take any damage from that?
You don't take damage from it. You have avoided a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You do manage to withstand it. However, your back is now absolutely raked with open wounds.
Cool.
As the rest of you hear them being led away, the short one comes up towards Galad, the gnome. Well, as a newcomer to this cell block, I think it's your turn to take out the pots.
Okay. I don't mind, I really don't.
Well, just pour them all into one and then knock on the door and... Wow. The guards will let you out for a second.
I clean up after an animal all the time.
Real. I mean, if you're volunteering all the time, and you can take my...
Sure, whatever.
You go around. It is not pleasant. As you, one by one, put all of these piss pots into one, take it to the door, rap against it. You hear the guard open up the window, have a quick look. Oh, I hate this part of the job. As the sound of keys goes into the door, and it opens, you see there are 2 guards stood there. Over the ledge, you now see what Feng sees. You guys are having immediately come out of the prison door. You have about a 30-foot gap before you. There is a sheer drop off of a underground cliff. To your left, you do notice there is a long passageway that stays on your level. before 3 large stalactites, almost the size of a stool in width, are protruding out of the ceiling and going down. There are small ways each one, and the second tower and the pathway that you're on is separated by a pair of bridges. Against that wall is a flowing waterfall that is dropping down to the floor below. On your right, you see the 2 prisoners that were just collected being led away from your prison door and going down a slope. And as you walk over towards the edge of this cliff with your ship on, you look down and there is a huge layer of thick webbing that protrudes about 20 feet away from the cliff edge. And with your dark vision, you cannot see the bottom or the far side of this dropped off cliff.
Okay.
You empty out the pot, return. Feng. As you are led away, you're led to the right, and you're led down the ramp to another large door. The elf that has gone with you is carrying a torch.
Okay.
And as they get to the door, there is a single guard posted outside this one. He turns, unlocks it, and opens the door. You can immediately smell some excrement down here, but it's more like manure.
Okay.
And as they push you in, he simply says, "Get to work." As the door is shut behind you and Brila, Brila sort of turns to you and looks at your wound on your back. I'd be very careful. I don't want this to get infected.
Well, what are we going to do here?
We're in muck-out duty. And as you look up, the torch is handed to you through the doors. And you take a step forward into this room, and there is a pair of shovels and a wheelbarrow. And as you look around, there are these Yeti-like creatures, 12 eyes, 6 on each side of the head, long clawed hands and gnarled teeth that have been chained to the walls here, and they are covered in straw and manure. There is a barrel in the middle, which is filled with the smell of meat. We're mucking, and then we're feeding. Mind your fingers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up one of the shovels then.
As you begin getting to work. This is there now during this time, for the first half of this day. Is there anything anyone would like to say? Feng, you may talk to Brila and ask questions if you wish. The rest of you have access to everyone.
Okay. I want to speak to people in the cell and quietly so that the guards can't hear what I'm saying. Those pea pots are gonna be one of our best weapons right now. Let me empty them all the time. I'm going to leave a little bit in the bottom of each of them until they're full. When they're full, we can use them and throw them at the guards. To at the very least, gross them out.
Tabitha speaks up. That is going to be disgusting. It's hard enough to sleep with these conditions, let alone the stench. I'm not good with this plan.
You got another one?
Well, no, just.
I got a glimpse of the outside, and There was a guard tower to our left, a huge drop off in front, and they went to the right. Sorry, was it the right that I saw the webbing?
Off the edge of the cliff.
Okay. I wonder if the webbing makes for a soft landing.
Makes for a soft landing into a spider's den.
Yeah, but I'd rather take the spiders over the drow right now. We gotta find Yuki anyways.
Yeah.
Probably have to go to the right. If there's a guard tower to the left, it's most likely an exit. There's also a waterfall over there.
Okay.
But I think our main priority should be trying to break these off.
Yeah.
I know it's fruitless, but I'm going to try anyways. I'm going to try to cast Ray of Frost on the thing around my neck. And then, if it works, try and break it.
Okay. As you begin to do the incantation for the Weave of Ray of Frost, the necklace again burns bright red hot as the spell fails, and you take a point of fire.
Figured that's what happened. I need something to break these with. How strong were those bowls? Or the buckets? Actually, we could try just breaking the ones around our wrist and use them to try and get under the ones on our neck and pull. Because if I can cast spells, I think we'll be good. I know a pretty fucking powerful one as long as everyone stays out of the way. I look at Timur.
Yeah, that didn't go very well last time, did it? I'll move next time.
Well, it went well. I ended up killing the thing. But,
True.
But it wasn't you, it was Saz that was caught in it.
True, yes.
Fire.
I just got blinded,
And-
so it's fine.
We know the spiders don't like fire, and hello, wizard.
Yeah.
I'm saying we have some options. And I still think those pea pots are probably going to be our best initial weapon to give us enough time to run. How good are you guys at throwing?
I'm pretty good, actually. Davian also speaks up. If I could see.
That's fair, that's fair. As for the sleeping and the stench problem, as long as anyone doesn't mind that I'll be nude, I can gather them in the corner and throw my clothes on top of them.
Doesn't seem like it's going to avoid the stench.
It'll help a little.
I'm just saying I am not happy with this plan.
My clothes are made of flowers.
As you say that, you look down. You're in rags.
Damn it, my clothes used to be made of flowers. I know you're not super comfortable with this. It's definite. We're still in the planning stages. We still have to scout out a little and find Nuki, but just know that it's a. Let's just call it a backup, a safety net for now. Okay.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Well, maybe not. 13.
Well, if it's a backup, then maybe. And with that, Tabitha goes inside. Or anyone else that would like to say anything during the first half?
Yeah, I would like to question the elf hunter, actually.
Yeah, Brila.
I'm gonna ask, how long do you reckon you've been here?
I don't know. Long enough for the lack of food and it's making me desperate. Weeks.
Okay. What was you doing when you was captured?
We were traveling down. We'd been paid by been paid by some of the dwarven merchants up on the surface. They were looking for a city down here. They had on good authority that there was a trade route. There was a problem with the trade route. Some kind of beast. We missed it. Went straight past its lair and entered a cavern in which we were ambushed. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I've got about the same sort of stuff. I believe it's like a wormy type fuel thing. Big old worm.
I know not what monster it was. The dwarves didn't know. They just knew that something was causing havoc.
What do you know about this place? You know anything? Anything?
Not very much. I'm not from this land. I came over as a mercenary. I'm from Dragon's Head. Only what Dave Ian has told us. Drow are cool people. Their empire is purely underground. They're reacting to sunlight and don't fight well in day.
Okay. You said there's some Yeti-looking creatures in the sort of thing we're in, yeah?
Yep.
Do I recognize these creatures being from a tundra?
Make me a nature check.
Cool. It's not bad, it's not bad, it's not bad. -1, so that's 13.
Okay. Your people are very good with beasts. You do recognize these, but only from stories that your people have told you about one of the underground beast clan tribes. These are known as a Quaigoth. Quaigoth.
Can you spell that?
Let me get you a check. Q U
Yep.
A double G
Yep.
O T H.
Okay.
They are not nice creatures. They are subterranean.
They are not nice creatures.
They are not nice creatures, no. They are
Cool.
fairly sentient as well, to the point where they're fairly wise, but they're not smart. They can speak, but speak in undercover.
Okay. I do not.
Very good at seeing in the dark. You would know that they have some sort of link to poison, but you recognize them as only having, in the storybooks, only having 2 eyes. These ones have 12.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the what are these beasts used for? Do you know?
They'll let them loose in the event of jailbreak.
Ah.
Yes.
They quick.
Very savage, rabid beasts.
I'm gonna go. You said there's a bucket of meat in the room, right?
There is, yeah, central room.
Okay, I'm gonna go pick up a bit of the meat. Go to one of them and try and not like intimidate it, but like stare it in the eyes and try and connect with it. Is that you getting where I'm coming from?
Okay.
Being about beasts and stuff.
Okay, you're going to treat this like an animal,
Yeah.
like a wild animal that you might have trained. Make me an animal handling check. The moment you get quite close to this thing, you do have to take a step back as you see, although it's chained, there is actually a little bit of room for the chains.
Okay.
and it sort of lunges half in your direction. You just hear that.
Oh, I rolled a 16. Animal handling, yeah, plus 2.
Animal handling 16. So 18 in total.
18 in total.
You see as it sort of stares at you angrily. It's snarling and drooling. As you try and handle it like you would a beast, you can see that there is an intelligence behind its eyes, and it seems to be studying you.
I'm going to study it back.
Okay.
What's
You
study on?
spend a moment just staring it down. As you are, you hear from behind you. Stop playing with them. We need to get this job done, regardless.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I'll go back to work. I'll try and get it done super quick though, bosh it out.
Okay, it is not clean work. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving.
Constitution. Okay, I got a +6. That's a 14.
During your work, you do manage to make sure that wounds are kept clean. And as you continue, you do notice the breeder is starting to struggle, but isn't at the point where they're useless yet. The first half of the day goes.
Yeah.
As one of the guards comes back to collect you, you guys are returned to your cell and thrown almost into the group. The door once again closed, and you're reunited.
That sucked. I'm just gonna lay on the floor as best I can. With my back in the air.
You smell like shit. What happened?
Shit. A lot of it. We had to muck out these. Where did I write it down?
Quagoffs?
Quagoffs.
Yeah.
That's it.
That sounds lovely. What do they do?
I didn't write the detailed bit down. I'll tell you what they look like. What he said.
So they have...
And they use them when prisoners escape. They're very good at hunting in the dark.
So they're as enslaved and trapped here as we are. They might be our best ticket out of here.
I tried. Probably a no-go. They're sentient of kind.
Could they be convinced, though?
I can't talk to them.
What do they speak? Did you
I don't know, I
hear them
didn't try
say?
and talk to them.
That's fair.
I genuinely didn't try. I forgot to try.
Guys, can everyone do me a favor right now? Can you see if you can find any loose rocks on the ground, as many as possible, and everyone take a couple of them? And I'm gonna rip off a little piece of my shirt.
Yeah, I'll try that.
You rip off a little piece of your shirt as the rest of you try and find loose rocks. There are none in this cell.
Is there any sort of jagged edges of a rock that's a part of a bigger rock that I could try and pry and break open with my massive Goliath hand?
You can't see.
No, okay.
Can I see that?
Think.
Make me a make me a nature check.
Cool.
As you take a look around, trying to find one that Feng could break.
Nice. You said nature, right?
Yep.
Okay, flat 19 then.
19. You do find a couple of places that look like Feng could try. However, this is all sheer rock. Without a tool, it doesn't look like you'll be able to chip away. Feng is welcome to try.
Can I do it with my manacles?
You may try.
Cool.
As you try and bash at the rock, go ahead and make me a roll me a d20 and add your strength modifier. But roll it at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll try that. Right. Okay, that's that one then. 10.
10. You fail to break off any of the rock, and as you do, those sharpened edges of the manacle cut into your wrists and take 2 points as slashing damage.
2.
2.
Okay. Try to gather especially smoother, sharper, or more metallic rocks.
I don't think there's any loose rocks at all.
We're not working.
I just saw shit.
Yeah.
We'll try. Try and keep your eyes out. I was gonna see if we could make sparks on them and set my clothes on fire, or use them to break off the manacles.
So, you guys are given. Is there anything else anyone would like to try and do whilst in this situation?
We got chains between our hands, right?
Yes, your wrists are bound with heavy iron manacles, and they are chained maybe this far apart.
Not that far. Okay. What if I try to put my wrists together, drop the chain between the one on my neck, and ask Feng to pull the bottom of the chain for me?
As you try, the chain is too thick to fit under the tight iron collar you're.
Make some noise. I'm gonna try and get them to whip me.
You do not want that. It
Yeah.
Her whip had hooks on it.
What are you
sucks.
gonna...
Look at my back.
Yeah.
I don't care. If I have to be the one to call them over, then I will. And I start yelling out, "Hey, poopy heads, I'm hungry. Feed me. I want out of here. I want my rabbit. And I want to see your fucking boss. I'm demanding to speak to your manager."
You get no response.
We'll try it again. I guess. I already know they're easily pissed off. Maybe that's our best weapon. Get them angry.
I'm gonna help. I'll make as much noise as I possibly can. Hey, bitch face! Wanna come see your best friend?
Okay. You guys begin making a loud ruckus as best you can. One of the guards eventually, after about 10 minutes of shouting and screaming, wanders over, just sort of slams his fist against one of the iron bars. Shh. You lot need to shut up.
What are you gonna do? Make me?
Oh, yes, we are. Hey. Tell Roland. Half rations tomorrow. The rest of you, blame the noisy one.
Can I get my hand through the bars?
You can try and reach out if you want.
I'm gonna walk up to the bars.
Okay, you walk the bars.
Hey, I want to ask you something real quick. Come a bit closer.
Do you think I was born yesterday?
Yeah, actually I do.
You're a funny one.
I know.
We'll see how long that lasts. Tell me.
How far away is he from my arms?
He's standing about a foot away from you. You can try.
Hold up. Pete. You said earlier that a darker male elf threw a stone at...
He did.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and find it.
Looking
Yes.
around, make me an investigation check.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
24.
You do not find it in this room.
The hell?
Magic rock.
Do they have stone vacuum cleaners?
Yeah, the guard is on the other side of the door. He's about a foot away from you.
How's your aim, shithead?
You don't seem to get a response from him. Just a grin.
Can I try to grab him? But preferably not his body, something I can pull on.
Okay. You would have to put your arms sort of sideways to fit through the bars, otherwise the chains to connecting your manacles will catch on one of them, which will put you at a bit of an awkward angle. Okay, so you immediately lunge forward and reach through. Go ahead and make me a athletics check at disadvantage. Here's the uncontested.
Okay. Athletics, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I love my athletics modifier. 18.
18. Having also rolled an 18 and being the defender, he wins. As you reach forward, you do get a hand just about there before he twists out of your grasp, grabs a hold of the chain connecting your wrists and pulls. You feel your face get pulled up against the door.
Come on in. Let's make it a fair fight.
Oh, don't worry. We're not after a fair fight.
Yeah, I can frickin' tell. Because you know you'll lose.
You can help. Name one of your friends. Anyone in your cell.
Me.
Name friend.
I'm my own friend. It's called self-love.
Marle, just say my name.
Did you whisper that to me? Good lad.
Good. And he just lets go. Hands are free as he steps back. Turns around. Walks away from you.
The more I say anything, the worse this gets.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you antagonize guys.
It is so much fun though.
I just look at Marle and go, I think we're done for today. We'll try again tomorrow.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to do anything else?
Does the door for the cell open inwards or does it open out?
It appears to open inwards.
Does it look like it might? Oh, I can't see, can I?
You can't.
Does the door look like it's opening both ways or just inwards? Can someone look?
I'll check.
It looks like it only opens inwards.
It is bars, right? It's like not like a wall.
So this is a heavy wooden door with a slatted window which has bars on it.
Okay, is the rest of the walls just rock?
Yeah.
Is it
Sure.
just the door?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. We'll do nothing just yet.
The rest of this day goes by. You guys watch as everyone tries to get some sleep.
More fun.
My two elven members, once again, as you try and meditate, you hear those whispers once again try and breach through? Are you meditating or are you going to sleep?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
meditate.
try to. I'm gonna try to hear what the whispers are saying.
The more you focus on the whispers, the harder it is to hear what they're actually saying. They just get loud.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and trance.
Yeah.
Okay, can you both make a wisdom saving?
That went well. 9.
22.
Galad, you're fine. Marle, you try your best to whispers and continue with your trance. This time around, as you're listening to them, and you're trying your best to push them away, the moment where they get violently loud, like aggressively loud against your ear, as you begin to hear some word. You hear trapped, revenge, food.
Trapped revenge food.
Trapped, revenge, food, and
And what, sorry?
brood mother.
Brood mother.
You also fail to gain a long rest and gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Nice.
Ouch.
In the morning, the food bowls, the door opens up, the food bowls are handed out. Does anyone want to go and get them?
Yes. I'll go again.
Stumbling around in the dark.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Bad
Make
idea.
me a perception check at disadvantage.
Shit. Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the first one was so good. Perception. It's not a natural one, but it is a 1.
It's the 1. You
2 minus
stumble
1.
out in the dark, as you do find the bowls by bumping into them. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to try and catch as many of these bowls as you can.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
That is a 14.
A 14. You manage to catch the majority of these bowls. Once again, they hand you 9 as one of them falls to the floor and shatters. You immediately hear the guards shouting on the other side. And the keys begin to fumble with the lock.
I'm gonna pick up a shard of the bowl
You
and try to. Oh. No, I know roughly. I could like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you still holding on to the rest of your bowls?
Actually, yeah, good point. I will not do that.
I was gonna do that anyways. Try and find the biggest shard and hide it.
Okay.
Two biggest shards.
Okay. You two please both make me an initiative roll.
Seven.
What was that, Mamba?
Sorry, 24.
24. Mamba, you quickly scoop up one of the shards of what you now recognize as pottery. As pottery. These are clay bowl. And however, Galad, as you go to grab one, the door swings open. One of the guards moves. He comes crashing down your finger and gets back away quick.
Sorry, just trying to clean up the mess. Just have it. I'm sorry. Did not mean anything.
Yeah. As one of the guards stands there with a blade, the other begins to sweep the pottery out.
I can't hear you, Pete.
One of the guards stands there with a blade, and the other sweeps the pottery out.
Okay.
Mamba, you have one shard of pottery, which is can count as a dagger. He's added dagger to your inventory.
Nice. Nice.
You have 8, which you managed to hand one bowl out to everyone. The next thing you see coming through is the food.
Okay, I'll grab the food.
Make me another.
Oh crap! I keep forgetting I'm blind! Why do I do this? Oh shit. Disadvantage.
Yep, because you are blind.
Oh, it's better. Disadvantage 9.
Okay, you stumble forwards. Once again, you are listening to the sound of this latch opening. You find the bucket by once again bumping into it. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna try and dive in and catch it.
5. You do have advantage because Galadesis is going to try and help you here.
Okay, dope. Better. 14.
14. You do catch the bucket. As you look, as Galad looks inside this bucket for you, it's only half full. You can either choose to feed half of the 8 of you, or everyone can be rationed.
I'm gonna take my half ration and give it to that elf I was with the other day, cleaning up the poo.
Yeah, I'm gonna forego mine and give it to one of the others.
Yeah, me too.
I'll take whatever's given to me.
Okay. You are able to eat a half ration. As you three, who are you giving your halves to? You have the Sun Elf, Talvith,
Moon elf.
Moon Elf, Breeder. So Feng, you're giving yours to Breeder. You have the Gnome, which is Zimlin, and the Human, which is Davian.
I'm gonna give mine to the human.
Give yours to Davian. Okay. And Mamba, who are you giving yours? The Gnome, then Sun Elf.
I don't care, I just leave it there.
You don't give it,
Oh, sorry, I just leave it there.
you just put it in the middle of the floor.
No. Why would I do that? I would just leave it there on the... Oh, what's that?
You leave it in the bucket.
What the... Yeah.
Okay. You watch as Zimlin is the first to rush over and grab your portion.
Is that the little?
That's the gnome. Yeah. Tabith eats a half, and Marle, you're eating a half. The rest of you, having slept quite roughly, and not eaten today, all gain a level of exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
Now, I will let you all know that should a player reach 6 levels of exhaustion, you die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys know that now.
On D&D Beyond, where do we put that?
In your active effects area. It's at the bottom.
Yeah, or you can click on the conditions box and it will come up on the bottom of the thingy saying exhaustion level 1, 2,
That's
3,
what
4.
I meant.
Yeah, I don't see that on here.
Next to your defenses and underneath your hit points.
Yeah, on your main sheet.
Yeah.
Under your max hit points.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. As the food is left, the bucket is handed forwards.
I'll grab it this time.
You grab the water bucket, and you begin dishing out water, letting people come up and just scoop it, drink. You do watch as Davian not being able to see, scoops up some and spills some of it on the floor. What's that thing? Make me a perception check.
Nat 1.
I was gonna say disadvantage, but it can't get worse. Okay. Okay, yeah. You see him spill some and we're having another little bit of sip.
Yeah, just tell him, finish your soup first and I'll pour some in your bowl for you.
Yeah, good. As the slat on the door opens again, you watch as once more Davian quickly scoops up some water with his bowl, drinking it. As he hears the latch go, he quickly runs around and grabs all of the bowls again and is going to take them back to the guard. Puts them in the guard's hand, it retracts bucket shortly after, as everyone does their best to get some water in them. And then, once more, you see a light, torch, window. And that's where we'll take a quick break.
Oh man!
It is 10 past. Well, it's 12 past. So we'll take a quick 10 minutes and be back at 21:22.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you guys in a bit.
All right. We'll crack on, and then when he's back.
When we get Wilmot's camera back.
That's when you wear it, Mike. Mine's when I don't wear it. When I forget to wear it on my work collar.
Okay, guys.
Does everyone have Wilmot's camera, by the way? Because it's pitch black
yes.
to me.
I have camera. I don't have Gimli's.
I don't have. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't show up on stream either.
Yeah.
Try reloading your Discord.
There we go. It was just Discord being stupid. There we go. I'm all good now.
Okay, we're all good.
Hoping it's pins.
All right, we will continue then. As Feng continues to sleep.
Thank you for the sweets, Nacho.
Once again, the torchlight, which is the window, and the silk-dressed woman steps up to the window. Which one of you is Gala?
That'd be me.
Oh, good. Come to the door.
Yes, how can I help you?
Guards, they'll be on work duty with me today. They look across towards Marle and just grin.
I just look to Marle and be like, okay. It's alright.
Better be.
You hear the clamoring of chain, lock, keys against the door. The lock twist as the door pushes forwards. And again, there are guards. There seems to be a pattern. Every time this woman is here, there are heavily armored guards. Roland, if you would. As this time they grab up on the arms. And they're moving you forcefully, but you are able to keep up as they begin to take you out. Work duty. Let's get the short ones together. They can fetch water. As the other guards step forwards, they point at you, Mamba, and they point to Zim. Zimlin turns and says, I'm not getting water! No! You can do it if I'm making that again! As the woman turns on the spot. I've had it. This screechy little vermin. Line them all up. guards push you, Galad, towards the exit, taking you towards the first guard tower. As you go, you see another pair of guards coming past you. This time, the 2 heavily armored guards and the 2 lighter armored guards burst into and start reaching towards those that are nearest to them. Right, all of you, out, up against the cliff. As they start herding some of you that way, one of them grabs Zim by the scruff of the neck and is pulling him violently towards the edge. Anyone resisting at this point?
Yeah. He's not assisting them.
So you're not going willingly, but you're putting up a fight, but not. Are you trying to put up a fight, but not enough to like?
I'm just like dead weighting it. I'm like just like dead weighting it.
Dead weight in it. One of the guards just grabs you.
Making him put an effort in for it.
Yeah, you make him put an effort in, but he is dragging you. As they pull you all up to the edge of this cliff, you all look down. You can see the webs below you. The gap in the floor just past it. How far does your dark vision go again, ma'am? Is it 90 feet?
Yeah.
You also cannot see the bottom of this cliff. As Zim is dragged by one of these guards, he is pulled up in front of this woman. As the guard holding him leans down and whispers something into his ear, you see as this gnome turns his head and bites hard onto this man's cheek. Grabs a big handful of flesh. The guard so, as he rips the gnome off of his face. You see part of his cheek is peeled away. Some of the flesh is ripped off with him. He throws the gnome to the floor and clutches at his face. The woman leans down and grabs the gnome by the hair and yanks him back up. You definitely should not have done that to my favorite. As she lifts him up, raises her high-heeled boot, and kicks him. The gnome has a look of horror on his face as he falls down, landing in the webbing. And you guys all watch as he struggles, is immediately stuck. As dozens of giant spiders, some the size of horses, quickly scrabble over towards him. He's going to try and get away, and fails as they immediately start embedding stingers into him. You can see as his body begins to grow rigid, and he does resist the poison as he gets one more chance to escape. You see as he begins wriggling a lot, he manages to rip one of his hands free. You can see one of the spiders is trying to wrap up his legs in webs, but he manages to break free, cut away. And the last thing you see of him is he cut or pull the webbing away and just drops through the webbing. You hear a silence. You don't hear anything. You do watch these giant spiders skitter around. Some of them sort of spin to the underside of the web. For if a spider could be upset and walk away in a huff, they walk away in a huff as they clamber away back to their hiding hole in the webs. Is there anything anyone would like to do at this point? Galad, you are separated from the group. Do see this.
Do I actually see this? Do I see that?
There is torchlight here, being held by one of the guards. So yes, you do.
Is there a guard like holding on to me?
There is a guard currently holding on to you, yeah. Because you put up an effort. Like, you made it work for it. He is definitely holding on to you.
That guard, would he be standing next to the cliff too?
He's behind you.
I'm facing the cliff. He's
Yep.
behind me.
Yep.
Okay.
And all your companions are in a line to the left of you. What was that, Mamba? Yes, sorry, you are all there.
I'm going to attempt to memorize the face of the one that lady called her favorite.
Not hard to remember, especially as you now see him with. Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard. You have heard his name spoken, Roland. Roland without a D.
Almost Roland Rat, but not completely. No, I'm not going to do anything.
It doesn't
Nope.
look like any of the other prisoners do.
Nope.
Mamba,
I'm gonna
you're gonna wait. You guys get escorted back to the cell, pushed inside. Apart from Mamba, one of the guards turns to you and says, "Well, looks like you're doing your duties alone." As you're left outside and taken away as well, the door shuts to the cell. Galad, you are taken towards the guardhouse, where the door opens. You immediately see you're in a large circular room, the hollowed-out stalactite that is the size of a small house. You can see another door to your left, and a trapdoor on the far side of the room. They take you through the door. As you go through this one, you immediately come to a wooden bridge. Walking across this wooden bridge, you hit a small patch of rock, just where away from the wall, where the waterfall is, before another wooden bridge carries you to the next area. Here, you see another large stalactite, very similar to the guard room, where you are ushered through this door. What you do notice is before you reach the second stalactite, the walkway continues on. With your dark vision, you can see a couple of rooms carved out into the side of the wall here, and a small wooden archway that then leads away underground. You also notice that just before that archway is where the elevator is.
Okay.
You are ushered into this room, whatever, the second set of archway. As you enter, you see a statue, large statue of one of these spider women. It's half woman, half spider. They are holding a large amount. They have several arms for a start. They have 4 arms. One thing you do notice is that there are lots of dark silk mats all around this room. There are 2 silver candlesticks in here, and there are black candles set in these candles. The candlesticks themselves are about 5 foot high, and very solid. They look quite expensive. You taking a good look at the shrine. There are 8 eyes on this woman. Each eye is like a polished gemstone. Are you proficient in nature?
No.
You're not quite sure what these gemstones are. There are 1 and 4 large. they do look valuable. As you're escorted to the center of this room, the guard puts you down onto your knee as you hear the footsteps falling behind you. Without letting you turn your head, they lean down. Just whisper, "Your friend did this."
I don't say anything.
There is a moment of peace before you feel something cold and sharp stab into the back of your ribs. Please make a Constitution save. 9. The pain is quite severe. However, it is not as painful as the venom that burns through you. You only take 3 points of piercing damage from the actual stab itself. However, for the next 4 hours, you are in an agonizing, burning pain that floods through your veins. This poison circulates through the system. Mamba, you are taken to the guardhouse. You also notice the guardhouse has the entrance that you go in, a door to your left, and a trapdoor. They take you through that left-hand door and over the first bridge, where you're met with a barrel. You are stood beside the waterfall as the guard pushes you towards the barrel, steps back, folds his arms, and tells you, "Fill it." Gestures to the barrel and gestures to the waterfall, which for you, you would have to lean over.
Sorry, Pete, I don't know what you're saying.
The guard has pushed you towards a barrel, and the barrel is on a small stone platform. Just off of this platform is a pouring water. And the guard is telling you to fill the barrel. You grab a hold of the barrel. It's pretty. It's almost as big as you are. You're not a very tall individual. As you are lean over the edge, you look down, and it is a long way down. Once again, you don't see the bottom. You can just about see some webbing, but it looks like the webs have missed this portion of the cliff. You lean out as you begin to hold that barrel and the water begins to pour over the top. The splash is also catching you and starting to get you completely soaked. Can you please make me an athletics check at disadvantage because you're exhausted as you try and hold on to the barrel? What was that, sorry?
7.
You're doing your best. You're holding on to this barrel. It's rapidly getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and you begin to lose your grip. Can you please make me a strength saving throw?
Advantage as well.
No, that's flat. Flat roll. 5. You have a choice. Try and pull the barrel back, or let go.
Let go.
You let go of the barrel as the water immediately catches it and cascades down. The guard immediately flies into a rage as
Am I alone with this guard?
you are currently alone with this guard, yes.
Okay.
As he rushes towards you and attempts to grab a hold of you by the head.
tries to.
He tries to grab you by the hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let him do it.
Okay. You feel as he begins to drag you away from the edge and begins dragging you back towards the guardhouse. Pulls you over the first bridge.
I was still alone.
He is currently alone. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the dagger and try to attack.
Okay, make me an attack roll. This would be at disadvantage because you're restrained. However, he doesn't know you have a weapon, so this is going to be a flat roll. So it's 1d20. You are proficient in daggers, so I believe for you it will be a plus 5.
Sorry. My roll is a 9. What was the thing I can use?
You have a plus 5 with this.
Initiative. 14.
14. 14 is 1 off. Would you like to push it?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. You push the blade. You push with your attempt to overexert yourself. The blade does cut and it nicks into him. As you jab the blade in and you pull it out, his reaction is to spin immediately, and the blade is pulled from your grasp and drops off the edge of the bridge. You do roll your damage. That is 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier. What'd you get?
6.
6. Nice. The blade does cut deep. However, he is still standing. As he immediately spins, he draws his blade, and I would like you to roll initiative. He draws his sword, and he is still alive. Roll me initiative. 25. All right. You have lost your dagger. He has let go of you and drawn his sword, but you're quicker. You fight first. What would you like to do?
I would like the weapon.
You're gonna try and grab. You're gonna like to try and grab his. Make me a. Make me an athletics check at disadvantage because your level of exhaustion. Five. You grab a hold of his hand and he immediately wrenches it away from you. You fail to grab his weapon. That does cost you one of your attacks, so that will replace your attack. However, at level 5, you have another attack, and as a Gloomstalker, you get an additional attack. So you can do 2 more attempts. What would you like to do?
Can I try to take it again?
You can? Yep. Make me another athletics check at disadvantage. 7. Yeah. As the defender, he wins by also rolling a 7. You have 1 more attempt to either attack or disarm him. What would you like to do?
Come on.
Yeah, let's try it again.
Yes.
All right, another athletics check at disadvantage for me.
6.
6.
Oh no!
You reach out as you grab a hold of his arm. You are continuously just ragging with his arm, desperately trying to get it free before you get the blade. You're on 5.
No way!
That is, however, the end of your turn. Unless you've got a bonus action.
No, because I kind of cut the dish right because of the collar and have my focus.
Okay. You've got some movement if you'd like to use it. You are stood next to the guy. There is the door to the guardhouse ahead of you, and the bridge that leads to somewhere in the darkness that you can't see in the opposite direction. You do know that your friends, to get back to them, you have to go through the guardhouse.
When I crossed the guardhouse earlier, did I see any guards in there?
You didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna try to... Has this guard have any keys?
Does he have attack opportunity?
No, keys.
Does this guy have
The
teeth?
door
Keys.
keys.
Oh, does the door have keys? The door have keys.
He does have teeth as well.
You did see that every door has got a key on it, but this one doesn't seem to have been locked. The guard didn't use a key to make you go through it.
I'm asking for that would guy.
Looking at this guy, it doesn't look like this guy has a set key. The ones that you've seen opening the door have been the armored brow. This one is not heavily armored. On his turn, he is going to immediately turn away from you and run towards the guardhouse.
Am I closer 5 feet to him?
You are, so you do get an attack opportunity if you wish.
Yeah.
Make your attack roll. You're at disadvantage because you're in manacles. It's a D20. This is a scimitar, so it is a +5 for you, but you are at disadvantage.
20.
At disadvantage. Nice.
The same.
You hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for me. It is 1d6.
Oh, we said I hit.
Yeah, it's 1d6 with this blade, +2. 7.
Yeah.
You cut across this guy's back. As he stumbles forwards, he drops down onto the floor for a second before getting back up on 1 hit point. And scrambles towards the door, flings it open, and shouts a single word. The rest of you all hear the words, "Jailbreak!"
What?
Jailbreak.
Oh, okay.
That's going to end his turn though, as he is going to start taking the dodge action, having been disarmed. Okay. No, you wouldn't hear it yet. Okay, that is going to bring us back to your turn, Mamba. This guy is standing in the doorway towards the guardhouse. He's just flung it open. He's just shouted alarm to the jailbreak. He is barely on his feet. What do you want to do?
Can I see anyone else?
At the moment, no.
I finish him and I want to back to the cell.
Okay, you're going to try and finish him off first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you dart forwards toward closing the gap between you and the doorway as you make an attack.
Yeah, I would like to dash his throat.
Okay, make me an attack roll at disadvantage because of your restraints.
Oh.
12. As you swing towards him, he sort of reaches up and just grabs your hand for a second and pushes you away. He deflects the first attack. You do have another. 12 does not hit.
Yeah, and I'm going to waste time here to like that. I'm just gonna run away.
Are you going to run towards your friends, or are you going to run in the opposite direction to where you have not been yet?
And I do a quick check if I hear attacks coming from any direction.
That is an ability that rogues can do during combat. If you want to look around in combat, you'd need to make a perception check. It would take an action to do so. You've unfortunately already started. Okay.
Okay, I run away towards my.
Okay, so you just with your first attack being deflected, you sort of push past him and start rushing away. He does take a swipe at you as you run past, with his fist, which makes that a 15 to hit you, which I believe without your armor does hit you, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as his fist just bam to your back. However, you do keep running, and you get about 15 feet past him. And is there anything you'd like to try as a bonus action?
I'm gonna try to stop with this guy, so I'm gonna.
Is that what you'd like to do?
I don't have any more options.
You can skip. You can skip it if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, the guard is going to have his turn. He's immediately actually just going to rush over towards the trapdoor and lift it up with an action. Following him, the guards that were on the floor below are going to have their turn. You watch as 2 of these armored drow clamber out of the trapdoor and rush over towards you. However, they are dashing to get to you. That does end their turn. It's your turn again. The cell is about 50 feet away. It contains your friends. Standing at the doorway of that cell are 2 lightly armored guards. At this point, the rest of you except Galad have all heard jailbreak.
I can't see anything, can I?
No, you can just hear it.
They've got doors without things.
Sorry, say that again?
You said without had to guard, is that right?
The 2 that just came out of the trapdoor. Why am I finding it really hard to hear?
Yeah, can you
anything?
talk into your microphone?
I'm understanding that the cell is guarded with 2 guards.
Yeah, there are
Or
two lightly armored guards 50 feet away from you, which is the door to your friend's cell. There are 2 armored guards that are now right behind you that have come up through the trapdoor.
feet away, have they seen me?
It doesn't appear they've seen you yet.
Okay. I'm gonna keep fighting with the ones that have closer.
Okay, so you're going to turn around and you're going to fight the two that have just turned up.
Yeah.
All right, left or right? Who do you want to swing at? Okay, you can go ahead and make your attack rolls. You have 2 attacks. Remember, you're at disadvantage for these attacks, and you have a +5 to hit.
13.
The first one, this guard that gets up this time, you see he's got a shield and quite heavy armor. Your blade just clambers off the shield. Your second attack.
No. Seven.
Finding it really difficult to fight in these manacles. You're doing your best, but you're just not able to be as maneuverable and dexterous as you're used to as a quick fighter. That is going to end your turn. The injured guard immediately climbs down the hatch and disappears. The 2 stood behind you are just going to unload a number of attacks against you. With the clattering of steel on steel, Feng and Marle, you both hear the sounds of combat a little bit away from the cell door. Whilst I'm rolling these guys' attacks, have a think. I'm going to ask you guys if you'd like to do anything next. So, the attacks against you, Mamba, are going to be a 15, a 14, a 17, and a 13. I believe. Okay, so they're all hitting as blow after blow is landing on your body. You take a total of 32 points of damage. 32.
That's a lot of
Holy
damage.
shit.
As they are quite merciless at cutting and just attacking you. Seeing that blade in your hand has made you a very dangerous threat as they unload all of their attacks. Marle and Feng, is there anything at this moment you would like to try and do? You have not seen what is happening, but you can hear the sound of a fight.
I don't know who it is, don't know nothing.
They took Mamba out there. It's probably her.
You reckon that's Mamba?
I mean, she's feisty little shit. She's not gonna.
I'm gonna try. Can I try and shout Mamba through the door?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Mamba, you do hear Feng's voice calling out your name. Marle, is there anything else you would like to do?
Feng, I can get myself out of the cell really easily. But I don't know what will happen if I do. And I don't know whether I should. I can step out, like, because I can see my surroundings. I can teleport.
See if you can get a key, get the rest of us out.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm gonna do something. Hold up.
Your audio's gonna be iffy.
My audio?
Yeah.
Why? Why my audio?
No.
Is that better?
Discord, alright.
Probably Discord, but...
Yeah, it's a little better.
Yeah?
A little better.
That's really strange. Is it bad for everybody?
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, give me a minute.
There you go.
That's magically better.
Oh,
Oh.
what happened there? There you
I moved my mouse. Okay. Come on, phone. Or not. Okay. I tried making it skip the song so it would be more dramatic, but it's not going to. I face step out.
You face step through the door.
Yeah. I will immediately be trying to stealth.
You face step out. As you face step, you are still in summer. You appear on the other side of the door and explode into a burst of flames. There is nowhere to hide on this platform.
Oh, shit.
Cannot hide. Unfortunately, you're still a summer Eladrin, aren't you? You haven't changed, and you explode into fire when you appear. So you face step to the other side of the door and just erupt into fire.
Nice.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Mamba, you do see this. You do see this.
16.
16. Brilliant. Feng, are you planning on getting involved in this?
Okay, I'm gonna try and open the door, I guess.
Where is that music coming from? Oh. Okay. Sorry,
Hello?
carry on. Do carry on.
I'm gonna try and open the door, I guess. Knowing.
Alright, make me a strength athletics check at disadvantage.
Ah, that sucks so hard. That's a 10.
You try and fight against the door, but nothing is happening.
Does exhaustion, would exhaustion do anything with that? Or level 1?
You've got level 1, it gives you disadvantage on a roll.
Okay, okay.
It definitely doesn't give you, definitely doesn't help.
No, I knew that. I just wondered. If you did anything else.
Yeah, level 1 exhaustion is disadvantage on all ability checks.
Cool.
Right, okay, so, Mamba, you're up. Those two guards in front of you, unscathed. You hear and see behind you Marle explode into a burst of fire as they face step through the door.
Is she alive?
Yep. Looking pretty healthy, too.
I'm confused.
I face step, that's just what happened.
Hey. I'll just need a little bit help here. It's not asking too much. Yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking.
Alright, still fighting that one on the left. Make your attack rolls. Both of them at disadvantage, please.
Damn.
I think the one on my
Are you
right.
going to target the one on the right instead?
No, earlier I was attacking the one on the right.
Oh, right, cool. Since that other bot has gone, whichever one it was you had in chat, I can hear Mamba so much.
It's fucking me 6. It has the same command as Rhythm, and I didn't realise, so it's been playing 2 tracks at the same time.
I can now hear Letty a lot clearer.
Same.
What'd you get?
Oh,
12. That one again ricochets off. You have another attack.
I took one away. No, never mind. I took it by myself. Nope.
Say that one again, sorry.
Nothing. I can avoid it.
Okay, go for it. Make your second attack. No. With these manacles, it's just too difficult to get an angle. As you struggle to land a blow against these guys, Marle, you're actually up next.
Cool. Right, where am I? On the platform.
You are on the platform outside your cell. There is a ramp to the right that goes down. There are 2 lightly armored guards behind you. Mamba is on the walkway towards the guardhouse on the left,
Right.
fighting 2 armored guards.
Fucking hell. Using perception real quick, am I able to see which of these guards, if any, has a set of keys?
It would take you an action to look around.
That's
in
fine.
combat.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Make a perception check for me. Do you have a level of exhaustion?
Yeah.
You do. Make it a disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. Not on that 20.
It's always the way. It's always the way.
I got a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Looking about, both of the armored guards have keys on them.
Right. Okay, so I've done that. How the hell did it go? What's the wording for this one? Oh, it's an action. Okay. I only have a bonus action left, right?
Correct.
Okay,
And
that's
move.
fine. And obviously I can't cast spells because I don't have my holy symbol.
Correct.
Lovely. Amazing. In that case, I do nothing.
In theory, you could cast a spell, but so long as they don't require material components.
Okay. Interesting. No, because it... Oh. Wait. Oh. Fuck. No, I don't have anything that doesn't require material components that is a bonus action as a spell. I don't think. Except for Hunter's Mark, but... Except for Hunter's Mark. Okay. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark one of the guards with the key.
You look over to the guard with the key, and you begin channeling Hunter's Mark as the collar around your neck immediately erupts into burning heat and your spell fails. You take 4 points of fire damage.
This is getting worse as time goes by. Okay.
Would you like to move anywhere, either towards Mamba or down the ramp away from you to the right? Or towards the edge of the cliff? To move anywhere specific?
Towards that guardhouse.
Which is where Mamba is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go there.
You
I'll use all
watched-
my movement.
You've got 30 feet, right?
I do.
That puts you 20 feet away from Mamba.
Oh, cool. Okay.
At that point, it is the armored guard's turn. Once again, Mamba, they are going to continue to attack you. You're the one with the sword. That is going to be a 10, which misses. A 12, which I believe misses. A 13, which is bang on, and a dirty 20, which is going to hit as well. You take 16 points of damage, slashing damage.
I'm down. I have 16.
You watch Marle
Uh-huh.
as a couple of slices are deflected by Mamba before one of them uppercuts across her chest, and then the other guard comes in, spins his blade around, and strikes Mamba hard in the face with the pommel, non-lethally knocking her down. Mamba drops to the floor, the blade clatters down. It is at that point, the two guards by the door that you were just teleported through, both draw their blades and shout across, "Stop right there!" as they rush across towards you. As they get towards you, they're going to hold their action to see if you comply.
See if I reply.
If you comply.
Ah. Fucking crap. How many guards are around me? 4?
You have 2 armored guards about 25 feet ahead of you, and 2 lightly armored guards next to you.
Right. I comply.
Okay. you feel them grab a hold of your arms and begin pulling you back towards your cell. The armored guards ahead of you then proceed to kick and bludgeon the unconscious Mamba before picking them up, walking over towards the cell door. You feel yourself pushed against the side of the wall next to the door, whilst the other opens it, and they toss Mamba inside. Feng, is there anything you want to do at this point?
Can I try and catch her?
Yeah, it's not too difficult.
Cool.
They're unconscious, unarmored, pretty small, lightweight. You do catch Mamba like a football. And the other guards grab a hold of you, Marle, and try and put you back into the cell.
If it's all possible, how jangly are those keys?
They jangle a little. They're fairly close to the guard's pocket. The tough part that you do realize that would make this check that I think you're planning already pretty hard is that the guards that have got a hold of you are the lightly armored guards that don't have the keys.
Ah, okay.
The guards with the keys are the armored ones that are a little bit further away. It's possible, but you can see from here that it will be very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, I just let them do their thing.
Okay. You're pushed back into your cell. The door shuts behind you. You guys are left with a battered and bloodied Mamba. Mamba, you suffer another level of exhaustion from the beating. However, they have left you alive. A short while later, well, actually, that happened really quickly. A couple of hours later, you can hear the footsteps of guards approaching the door again as it is opened, and a very pained-looking Galad, the poison just about worn off, is also dragged back into that cell, leaving you all in the darkness to lick your wounds.
But my wound's on my back. How am I supposed to lick it?
You guys are reunited at the end of the second and traumatic day.
This just keeps getting worse and worse.
I just look at them and say they didn't use the whip before passing out on the floor.
Oh, good.
You do come to consciousness just in time to see Galad pass out.
Oh, boy.
You are on one hit point. You're on one hit point, Mamba. Seeing the plight in the room, Tavith does come across, and he lights the candle, one of the two candles he's got, so that you guys can at least see each other. As he does so, this is the first time you've actually seen the color of Tavith's skin. It is a almost golden brown, very heavily tanned. You can see his eyes are a bright orange with yellow flecks on the inside. You can also see Breela, whose skin is a very faint lavender in color, and her eyes are a glistening pearly white.
Okay.
Feng, you can now see.
Which is nice. But to make a change.
What would you guys like to do?
What happened? It's Mamba. Yeah, Mamba's away now, right?
Well,
Galadesis down.
sorry, Letty.
Yeah, I'm awake, but Galadesis down.
I mean, they'd notice that I'm not, like, dead or super injured, right? Just that I'm in a lot of pain.
It's quite obvious to see that you have been in a lot of pain. There are... I imagine God hasn't had that much pain dealt. So there are probably like the smudge mark of tears on your cheeks. There is a small amount of blood dripping from Galad's back that is soaking into the ragged top that they're wearing. But it's not a big wound.
I'm gonna use lay on hands on Galad and Letty and Mamba if I can.
Okay, how many points are you putting into both of them?
10 each.
Okay, you guys get 10 hit points back each.
Seeing as this is the only thing I seem to be able to do where I don't burn myself. Also, that should, in theory, neutralize the poison affecting...
You'd have to spend another 5.
Oh, really?
Because, yeah, you can either heal 5 points or spend 5 points to remove a poison or a disease. It does look like at the moment the poison is not causing any issues and it's probably one.
Okay, that's fine then. I'll leave that. That's the best I can do.
Okay, so I come to then?
You would come to? Yeah.
And I go, where the fuck is the other dwarf? But did he cannot come back?
Doesn't look like it.
So what the hell happened to Mamba?
Had the chance to but we didn't so well.
Good
Please
attempt,
tell
though.
me you still have our dagger?
I dropped it to see if I
Okay. You might not have to fix some stuff. I might just be able to smash one of these pots and make daggers for all of us before they come. Good to know it works.
Yeah, that's actually amazing. What if we break all of them? If we all take pieces, they will need to come inside anyway. And we can't all fight them.
It is at this point that Brila speaks up. You lot just lost. If you break those pots to make weapons, you'll get us all killed.
We live in that by now.
I don't think
with this plan.
I don't think this life is worth even living, and you should know something about us. We never give up. It's not in our nature.
Right.
Okay. Something else I thought of for combat while I was down there, guys, and I'm saying this quietly enough so the guards outside can't hear me. Use the guards as shields. Try and get in around behind them and put your manacles over their head and up against their neck. We already know the one she said was her favorite role in there. He's gonna have a big bite of his cheek missing. I guess we're gonna find out if she's willing to risk his life to let ours go. If we get a chance. I turn to them and you guys in the corner, I say, this is still like a backup plan, just spitballing ideas here. But it would probably help our situation a little to be somewhat covered in combat.
Yeah. We need to get one of those ones that are holding the keys. Choke him to death.
Davian at this point is going to speak up. Maybe we watch, just keep quiet, best behavior, stay low. Try and work things out. We'll take things slowly. You guys have turned up and in 2 days had the shit kicked out of you. You got 1 dagger and then immediately went aggressive and lost it. You've consistently aggravated the guards and you're all suffering for it. It won't be long before we're suffering for it too. Your friend here, Feng, was it?
Yeah.
The first thing he did was advise you guys to wait and watch. I thought you lot were a party of friends. None of you have listened to him. He seems to be the smartest one here.
I am the smartest one.
Right.
So your idea is sit here, be a slave, work for people that routinely attack us for speaking, for looking at them, and you want us to sit here?
Think of it as this way. We keep our heads down, we get full rations, we regain our strength, and then we can go for it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that next time you get a shiv, you hide it. You wait for your friends to get one.
We all get weapons, we can do it.
If we're all armed, and the guards don't know about it,
We've got a
more
good
of a
chance.
I'm not saying that we sit here like dogs until we die or are sold. I'm saying we wait patiently, observe, see weaknesses, get equipment.
Look for trolls and patterns.
No offense, but what do you think I've been trying to do this whole time?
Well, your previous plan was to smash the only source of bowl we have, which is the only way we eat. And if that failed, we then starve. The friend there, I don't know, however long it takes.
Did I actually plan that though, or did I just try to grab someone that full broke? I don't remember.
You literally just told us that the next time you get pots through the door, we're going to smash them and arm ourselves.
No. I'm not saying do that next time. I'm saying if when we go to escape, it's a way that we can get weapons. I'm trying to throw out ideas and plan here. I'm not saying we do it right now. I look at Mamba and Marle.
Okay, so we stealthy steal weapons
You
and
said
bide our
they
time.
mine, right?
Yeah, they mine.
Yeah.
They had picks and stuff, right?
There you go.
Some
When
of the
mining, you can get pretty sharp shards of rock. Just one chance to hide one. Got to look for our own opportunities.
And like I said, try and get the more metallic, sharp, and smooth ones. Maybe we can even make fire. There's lots of things made of wood out there, I noticed.
Yeah.
Lots.
You might struggle to make a fire big enough by sparking on a large wooden platform without an accelerant.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mean with the rocks. The rocks are going to be used to try and get these off.
Right. Gotcha. Obviously, it's up to you if you lot want to do this quickly. If you're not
We need
used to hard work and keeping your head down, Carry on the way you are. Your big friend here. He's got the right idea.
I trained for 50 years with a hardened-ass wizard who set me through all kinds of grueling training. This is nothing.
Might want to tell your friend here that then. Because they keep opening their mouth knowing it'll get one of us hurt.
Well, consider me shut up then.
Just saying, bit of restraint. No matter how much we all hate these guys.
Do you know that sometimes you can piss them off more by not responding? Or smiling? Have you ever heard the tale of the man who was cursed to roll a rock up a hill for all eternity? He got his revenge by being happy about it.
I have heard that tale.
Well, I'm also saying, don't antagonize them. So, don't enjoy what they dish out.
I don't say enjoy it, I just say, like, don't fight back and, yeah, be well behaved, just like the human here is saying.
I'm not happy about it, but okay. It's fine. I have no other choice, so...
Okay.
As a group, it's the best way we'll get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and telepathically connect with Jodie.
You attempt to connect with Jodie.
No.
This is the first time you have been this far away from Jodie for this long.
Ever.
And you get no response.
I know she's tearing up the town right now.
Definitely.
Fierce rabbit teeth wrecking everything right now.
Piss ass drunk.
I didn't mean in a good way.
Battered, slightly healed. You guys have a moment to relax, try and get some sleep. Mamba, you, having snuck Kara in, spend your night sort of in the aches and pains of having been beaten, just cuddling Kara, who has been so far hiding down your trapper leg or something. I don't know. You haven't got a lot of places to hide them, but they're there. They're hidden. They're doing well. Galad, you spend your night thinking and trying to connect to Jodie. Marle, you spend your night in quiet, seething rage.
Yeah.
And Feng, you spend your night thinking as best as you can, not being a smart individual, but also pretty proud about being called smart in the first place.
Go straight to his head.
The next day comes by. And no rations come through the door.
Oh, fuck.
You all suffer another level of exhaustion.
Oh, good.
The day continues and no one comes to the door. The day continues and no one comes to the door.
I guess we're not working today.
Time being really hard to gauge down here. You sit around and wait, trying to make idle chatter. This is a moment where, can all of you please roll me a d6? 2. Galad. We're going to do a Tales around the campfire in a very heartbreaking, solemn moment. Not quite a campfire, but this is a chance for you to ask one of your current companions, one of the players, please, something about them.
So, Mamba, you were in the same circus as Marle, right? Why did you leave?
Oh, I lived with Marle because we wanted to explore more cities, and I thought that was a good idea, so I joined her. Also, I ran away from my family. The circus was getting too famous, so I didn't want to get involved with it. We was not one close in a family.
That's good you guys got away. Are you in danger?
No. I hope.
It was a choice.
I made this very similar one.
But good choice though. Like, I love the circus. It's a great circus.
Yeah, it was nice.
But we wanted to see the wild.
Yeah.
Because in a traveling circus, that would be hard to do. I'm just kidding.
It's actually hard.
It's actually hard.
Well, we saw the world, but we saw like where we were going and the like just the little towns and villages and stuff, so we didn't get to see anything exciting that wasn't in the circus.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice to choose what we wanted to do. We were working.
What the hell? What's going on with Discord tonight?
No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
My camera's not working. I think I'm just gonna have to go off camera.
Technical difficulties.
All fucking night! This is getting annoying, Discord! There we go.
There we go. So, that is the Tale by the Campfire. If anyone else would like to ask anything, they may, but people do not have to ask.
Who was the person that trained you, Galad? What were they like? You said it was really hard.
He was a wizard. I don't know, I don't think I ever came up with a name for him. He was the only one that would take me. I mean, training an elf in wizard combat's not very common, especially not a wood elf, and not where I come from. But for 500 years, I was banned from using combat magic, despite being a scout for my clan. Yeah, a protector. I like to call it an edgelord as a joke because I was literally at the edge of the forest protecting it. Yeah, and due to circumstances with a certain someone, I left. I was sick of being cooped up there and not knowing anything about the outside world and just being bad at being an elf like me. I was terrible at it. That's why I was an edgelord.
Sorry, I love the edgelord thing. So, you were raised in an elven cult?
Sort of. Like, we definitely had a purpose more than a cult did. 500 years I was there. I've only been away about 112. 50 of that was training.
Wow.
I've only really made connections with 2 other people. One's not even a person in my life. But when I don't know what the hell happened to him, he got called away for battle. He was the only other trainee that my mentor ever took that I
Oh,
know of. I don't even know if they're still alive.
probably. I mean, you are. Why not them?
A wizard and a dragonborn, they don't live as long as elves do.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh. That's my question.
Alright, as you guys settle, this day goes by to the point where you all begin to get tired. Fall asleep. With the plan to take your time and locate and navigate around this prison cell as best as you can, how many days would you guys like to drag this out? You can drag this out for a short time, which is 5 days, a middle time, which is 8, or a long time, which is 12.
What's going to give us the best likelihood of gathering things while we're going about? Probably 12, right?
The longer you spend, the more likely you find useful objects.
Then I vote
However,
12.
however, the longer it goes, the more dangerous it could get.
Yeah.
You guys, I will remind you that Saz is missing. Nuki is missing.
Oh yeah.
That Jodie has been left in an underwater city. The people of that city haven't seen you for a couple of days now. And basically, the longer you spend down here, it doesn't seem like it's going to be more dangerous here. But obviously, the longer you spend here, the longer you spend here.
Yeah.
However,
I
the
vote
longer you
long
do
time.
spend here, the more opportunities you have.
I say middle.
I say middle.
Okay, I'll go with middle then.
Okay. With that said then, you guys spend 8 days doing your best to get as much information and as much equipment as you can. Keeping your head down, you guys soon begin getting fed. Putting in the work, you start getting more interesting jobs. There is a few moments and a few days where you're given really menial tasks. Feng, you are given a toothbrush and told to scrub the waterfall.
Oh, what?
It sucks. You get soaked. It is horrific. The guards mock you and laugh, but you keep your head down. Marle, you are taken away and you are sat down in front of this large statue. And you are told to polish it.
Fun.
It takes a while, and as you polish, the more you polish, the more the guards spit and degrade. Mamba, you are consistently asked to go down to the the Quaggoth hole, and asked to clean the walls. They take fun of your height. You struggle to reach, but you endure. Galad. Yours is the most interesting. As the days go by, you get about... You've already spent 2 days down here. You get about 7 days in total in, so another 5 of your 8 that you guys are planning on using to gather as much intelligence as you can. You begin to feel sick. Look around your body, you investigate yourself. Can you please make me a medicine check?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Checking yourself over, you take a moment to check. When you're called out to do one of the jobs and the guards bring the torch, you have a second to just look over yourself. And there is a part where you peel back your shirt and you look at where you were bitten by the spider woman in the cave. And although the wound has started to heal over, the skin around it has begun to blacken. You now recognize that during that bite, you contracted some form of disease. And although you do not know what it is doing, it appears to have, after a week of not being treated, germinated and activated.
Can I treat it?
Do you tell anyone about it?
No, actually, I'm gonna keep it hidden.
Oh. Guess I won't then.
You two are given several jobs that are deliberately difficult. They get you to lift heavy objects. They get you to talk to the Quaggoths to calm them. And they mock you when you don't succeed. But as a whole, all of you endure. And you wait and you watch, looking for every opportunity to prepare for a planned escape. Can everyone please roll me 2d20?
2.
2d20, and you are waiting for 8 days, so please add 8.
8 to each, or add them together?
To
all
each
three
dice.
numbers?
To each dice. So roll 2d20 and add 8 to each dice. Sorry, I should have made that more clear.
47.
Don't add the 2d20 together.
Ah, okay.
1d20, add 8. Another d20, add 8.
20.
What, you should have 2 numbers. Yeah, 20 and...
20 and 26.
26.
I did that wrong a
Okay,
second ago.
so, whilst being forced to mine the rock, you find a flawed garnet, a red gem. I reckon it's worth a bit of money. You also, after a couple of days, you do manage to hide that. You manage to break off a chunk of rock. You now have a flint dagger as
Okay.
well. You successfully collect a shiv. Galad, what did you get?
10 and an 18.
Okay, a 10. You're not sure if it'll be useful, but during your time, you managed to pickpocket one of the guards. You get a gold coin. Well done. The 18, you managed to, whilst being forced to clear out the Quaggoth den, gather a coil of 10 feet of silk elven rope that you hide under your shirt before taking back. You have a 10-foot silk rope. Feng, what'd you get?
A 16 and a 23.
You also get a 10-foot length of silk rope,
And put like silk rope.
and you got a 23, right?
Yes.
You managed to find one of the old doors whilst asked to clear out the guardhouse under heavy supervision. You do find an old rusted iron bar that looks like it used to belong to a cell door.
Okay.
We managed to pocket it. You have a great club.
Dope. Sound.
Mamba.
25.
25 and a 16.
Yeah.
You also get a 10-foot silk elven rope. And hide
All about
that.
the rope.
The 25, you also get a dagger of flint whilst being forced to mine. The others, seeing you take your time, the only person that does not help is Brila. As Davion is going to search. He gets 2 gold coins. He did really well there. Really well. Zimon's dead. Tavith. Okay. Tavith gets another dagger. He also manages to pickpocket a single hand crossbow bolt that is dripping with drow poison. When he comes back, both himself and Davion sit down with you all and they show you what they found. So between you, that is 3 sets of rope, a gold coin, a great club, and 2 daggers, and a gem. Including an additional dagger, 2 more gold coins, and a single crossbow bolt coated in drow poison.
Interesting.
Any information about Nuki?
One thing you don't find is information about
Or Saz.
or Saz. They never take you further than the waterfall. And yet, you do know that beyond the waterfall are 2 more stalactites that are smaller than the first 2, and 3 doors in the cave entrance. The elevator is in that direction as well, and the passageway through the arch that seems to just go off into the cave is somewhere in that direction too.
Okay.
On the 9th day, you see the hatch opening to gather food. It's been a while, a couple of days now, since you've seen Roland, the elf who had his cheek. Instead, you've started seeing a new elf, younger, very handsome. And he seems to have taken over Roland's duty. And every time the priestess appears and goads you, although you resist, it becomes quite clear, especially to Galad, with a passive insight of 15, that this new arrival is fawning all over, heavily stepping over this high priestess, and seems to be arrogant about having taken Roland's job. On the 9th day, as the food bucket comes through, you see this individual pass the food through. And this time he passes a torch through as well and beckons Feng to come and collect the food.
Can I see, is the torch lit?
It is lit. It looks like it's been half burnt out and won't last that long. But with your knowledge of adventuring and always having to use a torch, there's about an hour's worth of flame on this.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'll grab the food and the torch then.
Okay. You grab the torch, you grab the food, and you see this individual lean forward, large grin on his face, and say, "Oh, enjoy, mate. You like this?" You sniff. It doesn't smell bad this time. It doesn't smell of mushroom. It smells of meat.
What the fuck?
I think we have an ally, guys.
No, we don't.
I don't say that out loud. Sorry, that was just.
Do you look inside the food bucket?
Yeah.
As you look down, looks like a lovely stew. Make me a perception check.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Perception. That's not good.
Or investigation. Investigation.
That's the same. Still 2.
2. You don't see anything wrong with it. Can you begin dishing it out? People seem very thankful that this is a hot meal. Can the rest of you please make me a perception check or an investigation check?
Obviously,
Sorry? Yeah, it's a flat roll now. It's a flat roll.
Is our exhaustion gone?
It will have, yes. You've
Oh,
spent
good.
long enough that your exhaustion points are gone, sorry. I should have
Yay.
mentioned that. You guys have been good.
17 on that perception.
17,
22.
22, Ma'am, 18. Galaz, as you take your bowl of food, you find a tuft of white fur in the bowl. What do you do? Feng doesn't seem to have noticed.
Well, I'm shocked, so I kind of just gasp. I don't know if Feng notices, perceives that or not.
Do I notice?
What do you do? Do you just leave it in the bowl and just throw the bowl away from it kind of thing? Or
Yeah, I kind of get a little bit sick and push it away for a second.
you guys watch as Galad
What's up?
I pull out the hair and I say, I don't think we should be eating this. And I just burst out in tears.
Do I recognize it?
to you, this is unmistakable. This is polar bear fur.
That. Oh fuck. Okay.
As you sit there, stunned and shocked. We're going to end our session.
Oh my god.
As if this couldn't get worse.
Yeah, that sucked.
We'll be up next week,
Yeah.
and we will see all of this preparation.
I'm gonna rip their arms off. I didn't hate Dark Elves before this. Like, I had a perfectly passable relationship with Dark Elves. I kinda liked them. And now I literally want them all dead.
Oh man.
This is brutal.
Yeah. Wow.
See you in a bit then.
I mean, thank you for this session. It was horrible, but it was fun.
You guys are nearly through it. You're nearly through it.
Next session is going to be like nail-biting, heart-pounding action, and yeah. We
Nail
better bring our
biting.
A-game team.
Nail-biting,
And you're-
heart-pounding action where I absolutely rip that priestess's heart out and feed it to her.
Everybody go buy those all crit D20s that are just 20
Yup.
except the 1-1.
Yup!
Sure.
And then Pete does the same, so...
I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
It's just constantly
Yeah.
critting each other.
That was
Who's gonna
pain.
Die first.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you. God almighty. That... I have no words right now. Like, I normally go into a raid with all my hype and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a great session. But that wasn't a great session. We got fed Nuki in a bowl. Also, that was, like, stew is Marley's favorite food. Like, so now she's been fed stew with her friend's polar bear in it. I don't think stew is her favorite food anymore. Do you think Pete did that on purpose? I'm not even sure at this point. I have no idea. Making polar bear stew, probably. I think that might have actually been on purpose. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It just got worse. Ruined my favorite food. I need to get a new favorite food. Everyone petition to get Marley a new favorite food. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you all for existing. Who are we gonna go and raid? Dirt. Dirt is a new favorite food. I have a theory, but I can't say anything because I'm not there. You can still say the theory. Oh, all I feel is depression right now. Hey, Willow! Next week will be interesting. Pizza! Yes, please. Can somebody get me a pizza? I need to eat my sadness away. Next week will really be interesting. Like... Honestly, the second I can smite that bitch in the face, I am doing it. I have never hated an enemy like this. This is like... you know when you feel hate in you? Like, I feel that hate in my heart right now. Like... I'm not dropping another $30 on a fucking pizza. Pizza cures all sadness. It does. And I need it. It's important. I still don't know who the fuck to raid, though. Who are we gonna go say hi to? What people playing? Leadipus is on. We can go say hi to Lee. Yeah, let's go say hi to Lee. Sends pizza. Thank you, Minid. You're the cutest person in the world. Leadipus. I'm looking forward to catching up on the VOD on Wednesday. Oh, hell yeah! Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's where I put all of these videos. I'm pretty certain this link will do the... There you go. There's my link tree. I have a link tree. It has all my social media on it. You can follow my annoying ass. Yeah, enjoy the suffering, Langers. Enjoy it. It's fun. Honestly, it was fun. It was fun. I must say it. It was fun. It was just painful. Much love, Llama. Much love, everybody. Let's just go and say hi to Lee. Thank you. See, Pete still loves
I do love
me.
You, and I love all of you. Squeeze.
This is wholesome. I'm happy now. Now I just need pizza and everything's fine. Okay.
I'm ordering now.
Hell yeah. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing some Skull the Hero Slayer, where I will take all of my frustrations out on enemies in that game. I love you all with my little heart. And I will see you later. Goodbye! Alright. Disconnect.